Welcome to Catholic News World.
Welcome to Catholic News World. Please subscribe to our channel. My name is Steph. Here are this week's breaking news headlines.
The Catholic Diocese of Sokoto, Nigeria, Africa, released that 2 priests were kidnapped from the area where a Christian college student was stoned to death. On Facebook it was reported that, as at midnight of today, 25th May, 2022, gunmen broke into the rectory of St. Patrick's Catholic Church, Gideon Maikombo, Koffer, of Katsina State. The parish priest and his assistant Father Stephen Ojapa, and Father Oliver Okpara and 2 boys in the house were kidnapped. No information as to their whereabouts has been released. The diocese asks for prayers for their safety and release. Fides also released that, according to the testimonies collected, the kidnappers, armed, arrived in large numbers. Bishop Kaka, of Sokoto, who was the subject of recent threats and had strongly denounced the murder of Deborah Samuel Yakubu, a Christian student, stoned to death on May 12 for alleged blasphemy. On May 24, 2022, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos killed 19 children and 2 adults at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, USA. Ramos shot and wounded his grandmother earlier in the day. Of the people fatally shot, 19 were children and 2 were teachers. The dead children were reported as being in grades aged 10 to 11 years old. The school teachers were identified as Eva Mireles, age 44, with a college-age daughter, and Irma Garcia, age 48, who had 4 children. Subsequent to the shooting, Irma Garcia's husband died of a heart attack. Ramos, a student at a nearby high school, himself was killed by police. The attack is the deadliest school shooting in Texas history. After his general audience on May 25, Pope Francis said, "My heart is broken by the Texas elementary school killing. I pray for the children, for the adults killed and for their families. It is time to stop indiscriminate arms trafficking. Let us all work hard, so that such tragedies can no longer happen." The Archbishop Gustavo Garcia Siller, of San Antonio, wrote, "There are no words to adequately convey the deep sadness and sorrow and overwhelming shock at the incomprehensible loss of life. When will these insane acts of violence end? It is too great a burden to bear. The word tragedy doesn't begin to describe what occurred. These massacres cannot be considered the new normal. The Catholic Church consistently calls for the protection of all life, and these mass shootings are a most pressing life issue on which all in society must act, elected leaders and citizens alike. We pray that God comfort and offer compassion to the families of these little ones whose pain is unbearable. They must know that we are with them and for them. May the Lord have mercy on us all." From the Book of Wisdom, "The souls of the just are in the hands of God, they are in peace." The U.S. bishops wrote, "There have been too many school shootings, too much killing of the innocent. Our Catholic faith calls us to pray for those who have died and to bind the wounds of others, and we join our prayers along with the community in Uvalde and Archbishop Gustavo Garcia Siller. As we do so, each of us also needs to search our souls for ways that we can do more to understand this epidemic of evil and violence and implore our elected officials to help us take action." 4 Catholic bishops have banned Speaker Nancy Pelosi from receiving Holy Communion. San Francisco Archbishop Salvatore Cordileone, of Pelosi's home diocese, was the first to deny communion to Pelosi because of her abortion advocacy and because she refused to meet with him to discuss her pro-abortion record. He explained that the decision was pastoral, not political. "I can't say it enough, these decisions are made for the good of individuals to guard the faithful from scandal, which is caused when Catholics in public office take positions at odds with church teaching," the bishop said. "That confuses people and a bishop has to guard against that." Bishop Joseph Strickland of Texas banned Nancy Pelosi from receiving communion until she repents and stops advocating the murder of children. "Pray for her heart to be turned to God and away from the power of this world," the bishop added. Bishop Michael Burbidge says Pelosi can't receive communion in the Diocese of Arlington, Virginia due to her pro-abortion actions. Nancy Pelosi, knowing of the ban, still received communion in another diocese. She received communion at a Catholic church in Washington. Immediately, Bishop Robert Vesa, who leads the diocese where Pelosi has her vacation property, also denied her communion. After numerous attempts to speak with her to help her understand the grave evil she is perpetrating, the scandal she is causing, and the danger to her own soul she is risking, I have determined that the point has come in which I must make a public declaration that she is not to be admitted to Holy Communion unless and until she publicly repudiate her support for abortion rights and confess and receive absolution for her cooperation in this evil in the sacrament of penance, the Archbishop said Friday. Pelosi, on an interview on MSNBC Morning Joe, said, "We just have to be prayerful, we have to be respectful. I come from a largely pro-life Italian-American Catholic family, so I respect people's views about that, but I don't respect us foisting it onto others," Pelosi said.
Watch our programme every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Catholic News World channel. God bless.
Please subscribe to Catholic News World's YouTube channel. Thanks and God bless.